found murdered yesterday afternoon near the riverbanks of Salinas. Lenny Small was found shot in the back of the head at point-blank range. He was a hired worker for the local farmer. Lenny was accused of breaking the neck of his boss's daughter-in-law, Curly's wife. George Milton was found at the site of Lenny's shooting. He was kneeling near the body with the gun thrown to the side. Witnesses said Milton was acting strange. Milton was taken into custody and standing trial for a homicide at the county courtyard. His bail is set at $50. A private eye was commissioned to task of interviewing each individual suspect a week before the trial. A memorial will be set for Mr. Smalls at noon this Sunday. He is survived by his rabbits.
People been saying some stuff about you. Some about the gentle being killed in cold blood. Some about a tart and a hangry husband. You hear anything about that, George?
I heard some rumors. Damn fool killed my wife. Wrung her neck. That oaf deserves hell more. George let him off easy.
About the marriage with the lass.
We was 2 peas in a pod. 2 puzzle pieces. A banana and a banana peel. A rancher and a...
What's wrong with your hand, punk?
Oh, that was one of the big guy's frenzies. He went crazy. Crushed my hand in room temperature blood. Lenny was just a big old oaf. He was too dumb to do something like that.
What if he had some help from his little friend, that George feller?
George be one of the smartest people on his farm, but the dumbest for being friends with that giant.
How'd you know this giant fellow?
He was a big pig who'd be wandering around my stables. Didn't know the fella too well.
Found a pupper in the barn. You know anything about that?
Lenny just likes soft things, like her hair.
Like whose hair?
Slim just gave him that pup. Lenny must have squashed the fur ball.
Rumor is they were in cahoots with the suspects. Something about a plan for a house and tend some rabbits.
That was just something to keep Lenny busy. Might have become true if Lenny done what George told him.
What you talking about? George telling who?
George talking about the rules with Lenny. No screwing around with that no-good tart.
He told some stuff about a plan with some rabbits. Know anything about that?
Just a dream. Had so much money, thought it might become true if it weren't for no tart or curly-haired devil.
Friend George?
He was good. Smart too, but been friends with that dumb giant.
Tell me about that dumb giant.
Never knew the man. Just knew he did anything that George told him to do.
Found a crushed pup in the barn next to Tart. Evidence leads that you gave the man a pup from your litter. Is this true?
Yes, sir. George convinced me to do it. If I'd known he was just gonna kill him, I wouldn't
Lenny
have.
seems to kill an awful lot of things. Found a bit of dead mice at crime scenes. Previous suspects told me he liked soft things. Is this Lenny man capable of killing Curlis with Tart?
If anyone could do it, Lenny would be the one.
Was Lenny the type of man who was a killer?
Nah, that oaf was too dumb to do something smart and planned out like that. Unless...
Continue.
Just thinking about, how did George know where Lenny was?
Okay, cut. Evidence been pretty scarce around these parts, but I do have a theory. Seems like a killer is dead, but another killer was killed by another killer. Last suspect to interview is Carlson, and I have to finish Milton's interview too. Word is he killed Candy's dog.
Old dogs can't learn new tricks. Anyways, didn't want the old oaf to kill him first.
You think the giant could have killed Candy's dog?
If he was soft enough.
How'd you hire Milton?
Milton showed me both their work cards, both pretty legit, so I gave him the job.
Does your son have money?
What?
Does your son have money?
Guess so. I pay him more than I do the others. About $100 per month. Don't think he'd spend it much.
That's all for now, folks. Did Lenny have any relatives?
No. He had an Aunt Claire, but she's gone.
Had any plans with the money you and Lenny were gonna get?
Just some dreams. Probably the cat house.
Candy said something about a house with them rabbits on a faraway land. Sounds like the perfect hideaway for a killer.
What are you insinuating, Mr. Crust?
Slim gave it all away. You really think that Lenny could have pulled this off? You know that with the money in the Targ's bank account, you could have had the money to escape this place. So you snapped her neck and stole the key to her safe. But then Candy found out, and he coincidentally found her just seconds after Candy. So you went to the bunkhouse to not act suspicious, and you told Lenny to run into the brush and stole Carlson's Luger because he did something bad.
You're insane. What are you?
Gathered everyone to hunt him down. You know exactly where he was, so you shot him in the back of the head with the Luger. Gathered everyone to hunt him down, and you knew exactly where he was, so you shot him in the back of the head with the Luger.
I'm sorry, all he was making eye contact with me and I couldn't handle it.
Look into the camera.
No, it's Flash.
Then you gathered everyone.
Ah!
Okay, this is the last take. We got this.
I'll look off to the side.
Frenzies.
Okay.
That's one of the big guy's frenzies. He went crazy, crushed my hand in room temperature blood.
What does that mean?
It's like,
Room
you know,
temperature.
It's like
cold
cold blood, but it's a
room
joke.
temperature.
Oh, I didn't get that.
I should get an Oscar for this work.
Okay, so I
Found a pupper in the barn. You know anything about that?
Lenny just likes soft things, like hair.
Like whose hair?
Okay. Old dog can't learn new tricks.
gently laughs and stops as the detective is unfazed.
Old dog can't learn new tricks.
Kodak.
would feed the dog soon, Ruby.
My witch. Soft enough. Milton showed me both their work cards. Both pretty legit, so I gave him a
Are you singing it now?
I think I should.
This is how you, like, you stick your tongue
I
out
can't
like
do
this.
it. This is how you do the lips.
Yeah.
This is how you do the lips.
I can't do the southern accent and the lisp at the same time.
It looks like we have another case on our hands. Sleuth.
Old dog can't learn new tricks.
Sucker.
Bum bum.